Hi, and welcome to In Motion with Kristyna. This is your last episode of the Beginner Foundation series. In this video, we are concentrated on strengthening your upper body, but we'll also mobilize the spine and practice Pilates for core and glutes. Let's grab your mat and I'll meet you on your 4-point kneel-in position. Wrist underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nicely scooping the belly in and look to the edge of the mat. Inhale, lower your upper back and exhale to push the mat away. Inhale to protract and exhale to retract. Inhale to lower and exhale, press the mat away. Inhale to lower and exhale, wide your shoulder blades. Come to the center, draw your arms forward and lower. Alternate. Inhale on the mat, exhale to reach. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Few more. Keep your body nicely in the center. So if you feel like you wobble from one side to another, make sure that you stay in the center of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Lower down, scooping the belly in the whole time. Keep your shoulders nicely away from those ears and gently pushing the mat away. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Long arm, inhale, long spine, scooping the belly in. Inhale, exhale, draw your half moon circle and back towards the head, towards your glutes and back. Nicely scooping the belly in, keep your arm nice and long, shoulders away from ears, and draw in a beautiful half moon circle with your fingertips. Lower down, left arm, inhale on the mat, exhale to reach. Draw towards your glutes and back towards your ears. Now let's think about a sponge in your armpit. So as you nicely draw in your arms towards your glutes, you squeeze in the sponge, so nicely warming up the upper body. And lower down. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, curve the spine and flex the body. Inhale, exhale, untuck the tailbone and bone by bone, drawing into your gentle arch. Inhale, exhale, scooping the belly in like a scared Halloween cat. And untuck the tailbone and vertebra at the time, draw into your cow stretch. Inhale there and exhale, tuck the tailbone and push the mat away. Feel like your shoulder blades are nicely widen up, and as you draw into your cow stretch, they nicely knit in together. Inhale, exhale, last one, really relax the head and neck, and bone by bone, enjoy the process. And let's come to a neutral spine. With inhale, draw the left leg on the mat, exhale to reach. Now find your balance, so really make sure that you stay in the center. And with the right arm, we're gonna glide onto the mat and exhale to reach. So stay in the long line. Make sure that the left elbow is slightly bended. There is a long arm, long leg, scooping the belly in and finding your balance. Finding your center, keep breathing, nicely inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your pursed lips and lower down. Right leg on the mat, exhale to reach. Long leg, point the foot, scoop the belly in and keep your body nicely in the center. So if you feel like you're a little bit on your left side, come to the center and add on your arm. Nicely keep your left arm long and palm is facing in, like you want to shake somebody's hand. Keep breathing, shoulders away from ears. Breathe, scooping the belly in and keep your hips nicely squared so they face in the mat the whole time and lower down. Now swing your legs and we're gonna come to lay down on your back. Bone by bone, take your legs to banded position. Hip distance apart, inhale, nod the head, exhale, scoop and lift the head and chest, lower down, inhale to nod, exhale to curl up, keep your arms nice and long, like you want to reach something across the wall, and lower, inhale to nod, exhale to lift, scoop in the belly, in and up, and lower down. Now we go into hundreds, inhale, nod, exhale to lift, and keep pumping, inhale, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping and keep breathing. Long arms, shoulders away from ears. And if it's too much for you, you're more than welcome to put your head and neck on the mat. And with exhale, lift from your stomach. Keep breathing, nicely pumping. We've got a few more. Look at your knees, so you're nicely lifting the head and chest. Keep your arms nice and long. Scooping the belly in and up and lower down. Bring your knees towards the chest. Give yourself a few few wobbles. Utilize your hands, bring them behind your head, table to position, and we're going straight away to your single leg stretch. Lengthen the right leg to diagonal and back, left and back. Inhale to reach, exhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Nicely scoop in the belly, in and up. Elbows are wide open, shoulders away from ears. Keep breathing, make sure that you're looking at your knees. Inhale to reach, exhale, come back. Inhale, point the foot and back. Now 2 pulses, in, change, in, change, in, change. Scoop in the belly in and make sure that you're really grabbing your knee and shin. So you're also working on your upper body as well. Keep breathing. We're nearly there. Inhale, exhale, and bring your knees towards the chest. Now lengthen your legs. Zip them together. Flex both feet and arms alongside of the body. Inhale. We're going to glide arms up to the ceiling and towards your ears. And then all the way back. Now I would like you to stop as you're going towards your ears, where you feel like your back is arching or your rib cage is flaring up. Let's go 2 more. Inhale, exhale to reach. Keep your arms nice and long, palms together and shoulders away from ears. Inhale, exhale to reach and lower down. Now we're going to add on. So take your arms up towards the ceiling and towards your ears. Inhale, nod the head, draw your arms up, and exhale, lift the head and chest, looking at your toes, and lower down with support. Inhale, exhale to curl up, scooping the belly in, and lower down with support. Be careful of the rib cage so it's not flaring up. You're nicely melting it down towards the mat. And lower down. Inhale. Exhale to curl up. Keep your arms nice and long, like you want to reach your toes. And lower. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Scoop the navel in and up. And lower down. Now bend your legs. Inhale, nod the head. Exhale, lift the head and chest and start to roll all the way up and over, and scoop the belly in and vertebra at the time, bending those legs, drawing back. Inhale, exhale, nicely push into your legs. So you're nicely rolling all the way up and lower down. Scooping the belly in. Imagine like somebody is trying to help you to come up. So nice and long arms. Few more. Inhale, nod to nod. Exhale, curl up. Reach and scoop the belly in. And lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale to lift, reach, flex your feet, scoop the belly in, and with the control, come all the way down. Take your arms down towards the mat, lengthen your legs, flex those feet, and we're going to come to roll up exercise. Inhale, nod the head, exhale, start to roll and up and over, reach, scoop the belly in and roll back. Inhale, exhale, nicely. Keep your feet on the mat, keep your legs on the mat, glute it and roll back. This is a class as a beginner exercise, but I have to say it's quite a hard exercise for the beginners. So if you feel like this is way too much for you, you're more than welcome to stay with the first or second modification, because the very important part is to really learn your basics. Inhale and exhale, reach, scoop in the belly in, up and over and roll down, vertebra at a time. Bring your knees towards the chest, give yourself a nice hug, a little breather, few wobbles, and let's come to shoulder bridge. So come to lay down on your back, legs are nicely bended, hip distance apart, gently press your feet into the mat so you engage your hamstrings and calves, and glide all the way up to your shoulder bridge and lower down, bone by bone. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone and peel the spine off the mat, looking all the way up towards the ceiling and lower down, vertebra at the time. Hips are the last. Inhale, exhale, bone by bone, gliding up. Your glutes are naturally engaged and lower down. And one last one, and we go into add-on. So stay in your shoulder bridge. Take your arms towards your ears. Lower your arms down and then lift them back up. Lower your hips. So there's this beautiful opposition, great for your coordination. So we lower your arms and lift your hips. As you take in your arms down, make sure that you press in a thick air away from you, down towards the mat. Up and lower. Few more. Up and lower. Make sure that you really push your hips all the way up and lower down. So we strengthen in not only your upper body, but also your glutes. Up and lower. Keep breathing. Lift and lower. Press the thick air. Take your hips all the way up and we open to your cactus position, as well as opening your knees. So open and lengthen. Open and lengthen. Keep your feet on the mat. Just your knees are moving with your arms. Push those hips all the way up towards the ceiling so you're not sinking down. You're nicely working out. Lower down and bone by bone, lower your back down. Broken roll to seated position. Arms are slightly behind you, fingertips are facing your glutes, and push yourself off the mat so you open the chest. From there, we're going to lift your hips to reverse tabletop and lower down. Inhale to press, exhale, lower. Lift and lower. Keep your knees nice and straight. So gently press your feet down towards the mat and press yourself off those shoulders. So you're not sinking down, but you're nicely lifting everything up and lower. A few more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And give yourself a nice hug. Drop your head. And let's come to bend your legs. They are wider than your mat. Arms to a V position. Slightly in front of you. Keep your spine nice and long. And we go into twist to your right. And then back to the center. Nicely twist into the left. And back. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, and coming back. Now keep your hips nice and still. So you're twisting from your waist up, nicely mobilizing your spine. And last one, twist and come back. Beautiful. We're going to come to the reverse tabletop once more, but we're going to add on, of course. Inhale, exhale to lift your hips up and bend your elbows. Now we go and lift and lower, lift and lower. So these are push-ups and push-downs, but in your reverse tabletop. Keep breathing nicely, push everything up. Don't forget about your hips, pushing them all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe, few more. Keep breathing, push everything up, and small pulses down, 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 just halfway, inch down, inch up, inch down, inch up. I know it's a killer. Lift up and stay there for a second. Stay there and lower down and give yourself a nice hug. Keep breathing, and when you're ready, swing your legs. Come to your belly, lay down. Legs are wider. Heels together, cactus position in your arms, forehead on the mat. Inhale, exhale to lift the head and chest off the mat and lower down with control. Inhale, nicely scooping the belly in, lift the head and chest, looking towards the edge of the mat. So you create a nice and long spine. Inhale, exhale to lift, shoulders away from ears. Keep your feet nicely on the mat and lower down. This is your breaststroke prep 1. Lift your cactus position, lengthen, back to cactus and lower. Inhale, exhale to lift the head and chest. Lift your arms, lengthen, back to your cactus and lower. Now let's think about the sponge once more. So as you nicely lengthening your arms and drawing them back to your cactus, think about squeezing the sponge right there. Inhale, exhale to lift the head and chest. Lift your arms, lengthen. Back to your cactus and lower down. We've got a few more. Keep breathing, lifting your abdominals off the mat. Gently press the pubic bone down towards the mat. Add it on. Inhale, exhale to lift. Lift your arms. Now lengthen. Come back to cactus and few pulses. 2, 3, and 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7. Notice how the shoulder blades are knitting together even more and you're getting strong there. Few more. Keep breathing and lower down with control. Well done, well done. Now we're going to lengthen both arms. Legs are hip distance apart and we're going to inhale and exhale, gently press into your arms, lift the head and chest and slide your arms towards your body and then slide away from the body. Inhale, exhale, sliding your arms, so just gently, so lifting your armpits off the mat and lower. Not need to go all the way up, we just want to stay slightly lifted and lower down. A few more. Inhale, exhale to lift and lift the right arm off the mat and lower, left and lower. Keep breathing nicely, lengthening and lowering. Few more. Inhale and exhale. Lift those abdominals off the mat, so you're nicely protecting your lower back. Few more. Inhale and exhale. Then we're going to end on inhale, long arms, shoulders away from ears. Inhale to reach, exhale, lower. Add in the opposite leg, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lifting your leg off the mat from your hip so the knee is nicely lifted. Even an inch is counting. Every inch counts. So today is an inch and next week, you never know, it might be 2 inches. Lower down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale in your position and exhale, lower down. Well done. Gently press yourself off the mat. And let's come to 4-point kneeling position through your shell stretch. Lengthen your arms, maybe grab a sip of water if you need to. Lengthen, keep breathing, and when you're ready, let's come to 4-point kneeling position. Let me just adjust my leggings. So wrist underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're gonna come to our push down and push up. Lower. And with exhale, lift up. Make sure that the elbows are right next to your rib cage so they're not flaring out, but they nicely by the rib cage, and gently shift your body forward like you want to kiss the edge of the mat. And lower. You can come just halfway if you're still beginner, and if it's your first time doing it, that's fine. Or you can alternate, lower all the way down or just halfway. And push up. Beautiful. Give yourself a nice shake, and we're going to come to rolling like a ball. So grab onto your ankles or your shins or your inner thighs, not the head. Look at your belly. Create a ball from your body. And we're going to tuck the pelvis down and roll and come back. I love this exercise. It's one of the favorite. It's beautiful for your spine if you really want to massage your spine. And catching the balance, the coordination, scooping the belly in, and nicely balancing on your shoulder blades, yet leaving your head and neck off the mat. And come back. Few more like this, just for fun. Nicely massage your spine, taking your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's come to our super spicy upper body combos. Let's come to your favorite seated position. Lengthen your arms. Scoop the belly in and bend your arms. We're going to lift inch and lower inch. Lift, lower for 10. For 9, keep breathing. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We don't stop there. Lengthen your arms. Now we're going away and push. Away, push for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bend your arms, open, and we're going to lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. For 10, for 9, keep breathing. 8, squeeze. 7, squeeze. 6, 5, shoulders away from ears. 4, 3, and few pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And together, away. Together, away. Keep breathing, shoulders away from ears. I know it's burning, but it's a good burn. It's a good pain. We don't get this pain often. So let's enjoy it for a minute. Few more. Scooping the belly in, shoulders away from ears. Getting stronger, and give yourself a nice shake. Now take your right arm across the body with the left hook and look slightly to your right side. Keep the shoulders down away from ears and gently take and press the lengthened arm towards the body and change. So look to your left side, gently pressing your shoulders down. Keep your spine nice and long. This is your final stretch. Keep breathing. And let's push one breast towards me. Take your fingers, nicely lengthen. You can do a few rotations. And change, nicely lengthen the whole arm. Keep breathing. It's a beautiful stretch. And give yourself a little shake. And now we're going to lengthen your legs, flex both feet. and take your arms together. Now we're going to draw them up and lower. Draw them up and lower down. Keep your elbows nicely together. So it doesn't matter how up and how down, how much you go in, but make sure they're nicely together. Now open your elbows and close. All the way down and reach up towards the ceiling. Hinge, lower down and grab onto your feet or your calves or your knees. Scoop the belly in and roll back. Few more. Up and lower. Up and lower. Shoulders away from ears and chest is wide and open. And lower down. Up and lower, not the head. Release your arms. Take them all the way up towards the ceiling like you want to reach the sky, and through a hinge and flat back all the way down. Keep breathing and roll back to seated position. And we've got one more. Up and lower. Keep your legs nicely lengthened and flex. So you're also working on your flexibility in the back of your legs. And one last one. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Let go of your arms. Take them all the way up towards the ceiling. Through flat back. Hinge and lower down. And you can stay in this position as long as you want. But for now, I'm going to leave you here. If you like the class, please hit the subscription button and keep moving. See you later. Bye.